What is up? It's your boy JNW Boss in the building. We are back here for another episode of Total Nonstop Action, following against all odds, making our way towards Destination X. And tonight, we will determine who will be facing our TNA World Champion Booker T in our main event, as Kurt Angle will take on the alpha male Monty Brown. We are here in the Impact Zone in Orlando, Florida. Without further ado, let's get to night starting. And wait a minute, Cassius Ohno of OVE is attacking Pete Dunne here. And we've seen how Cassius Ohno, Johnny Gargano, and Sami Callihan have rolled over the past few weeks here. This all started, well, mainly because Pete Dunne has been seen as a threat in this tournament by OVE. And currently the goal of Ohio versus everything is to make sure Johnny Gargano makes it and becomes the X Division champion. And they have been making the path miserable for Pete Dunne here. Pete Dunne getting absolutely ambushed by Cassius Ohno, and Pete Dunne is set to take on Pac in a second round matchup in the Best of the X tournament later tonight. But for right now, we got to move on, because kicking us off, it is time for the Young Bucks to take on Royal Coalition members Tomko and Rhino in tag team action here. The Young Bucks made it crystal clear at Against All Odds that they want their hand on what we now know are the new TNA tag team champions in Abyss and Judas Matthias, after Abyss and Judas beat the Undisputed Era. Now that was kind of funny in a way, because the Undisputed Era back at Final Resolution avoided a match with the Young Bucks, claiming that they weren't ready, and put Abyss and Judas Matthias in their place. In which Abyss and Judas Matthias did pick up the victory there. They went on to become tag team champions, and then Matt Jackson, one of the Young Bucks, they actually did make the challenge to James Mitchell for a rematch for those TNA Tag Team Championships. So are they going to get them? That's the question. But for right now, they need to focus on what's going to be in front of them. That is the team of Tomko and Rhino, representing the Royal Coalition. Royal Coalition, a group consisting of Christian, Tomko, Rhino, Kevin Nash, and our TNA World Heavyweight Champion Booker T, who we will be hearing from later on tonight as well. Look at the big man Tomko making his way down to the ring. This is the first time we've seen him here on TNA in a couple of weeks. Last time we saw him, he was in a no disqualification match against Kurt Angle, in which Kurt Angle, you can argue, tried to end the career of Tomko, trying to break the leg of Tomko. Unfortunately for Tomko and the rest of the Royal Coalition, the injuries that Tomko sustained was not as severe as they could have been, especially given the mindset of Kurt Angle. And again, we'll talk more about Kurt Angle later on. As I mentioned before, he will be in our main event against the alpha male Monty Brown, where the winner will face Booker T for the TNA World Championship at Destination X. But tonight, for Tomko and Rhino, is a chance to potentially get some tag team gold in the Royal Coalition. I mean, Christian and Booker talk about all the time, leaving room at the top of TNA for just those two. But if Royal Coalition members get their hands on any other championship, that can definitely leave room at the top for all 5 of those individuals. And then again, I don't know how well the chemistry is between Tomko and Rhino here, as here come the War Machine. You know, Rhino is an individual you can argue is going to be a very fatal threat in this matchup. The Gore definitely going to be a move in his arsenal that Matt and Nick Jackson are going to need to pay very close attention to. It's fast. It'll freaking break your ribs on impact. And I can promise you this, if Rhino and Tomko can work as well as a well-oiled machine, work as a well-oiled unit here, the Young Bucks may be in some serious trouble as this matchup progresses. But without further ado, it's time to kick this thing off. Tomko and Nick Jackson starting us off, and as this matchup gets underway, Hello, this is J&W Boss. Welcome you guys here to TNA. Again, we are on the road to Destination X. We have 2 matches that are confirmed. We will run those down later. But if you enjoy anything you see, feel free to click the like, comment, and subscribe, and also click the bell icon that we don't miss another TNA or ACW upload. Right now, Tomko firing on all cylinders here. Ooh, good form there, great. Ooh, out to the midsection from Tomko. Nick Jackson's trying to get back in this one, but Tomko not going to let that, not going to make it an easy journey for the Young Bucks here. Excellent net breaker. And Nick Jackson getting absolutely battered here by Tyson Tomko. You know, Christian over there on the outside, you know, a part of them is going to love to see the Young Bucks lose, you know, and for Rhino and Tomko to potentially get themselves in tag team contention. And especially this would do good for Christian and potentially his morale, as he did lose for the second time a World Championship matchup back and against all odds in that triple threat match. I really wonder what's on his mind and if he's even, if he's still cool with Booker or not. But right now what isn't cool is the fact that Tomko and Rhino are in the ring, and Rhino's the only legal man in this matchup. Referee needs to get some control and get Tyson Tomko out of the ring here. I can understand the referee's hesitancy there. I mean, I get it. You want to let some things slide, but I mean, at some point, ref, you got to 5 count these guys or something. And Rhino right now taking the fight from Nick Jackson, who admittedly will be in a lot better shape if the referee did his job and got Tomko out of the ring, but that's a different story for a different day. Rhino is on fire here. Look at this, excellent work. Nice double leg takedown from Rhino. And Nick Jackson needs to figure out how to get out of this situation. But it's kind of interesting. We saw these 2 men. We saw Nick Jackson and Matt Jackson struggle with Abyss and Judas back at Final Revolution. And so the fact that they want a rematch against those guys, I mean, I think it's great. I think the Young Bucks can get it done. But I think a match against 2 powerhouse guys like Tomko and Rhino can be a great test to see if they can really do it here. Referee, here we go, the 2 count. And fortunately for Nick Jackson, he was able to get a shoulder up. Rhino doing a good job playing defense, preventing Matt Jackson from getting involved. And Tomko and Rhino look like they're not doing too bad. Now Nick Jackson trying to get back into one with a shot to the leg. And they try to strike away at Tomko here. If he can potentially get a tag, he might be on to something. And right now he's going to continue to wear down Tyson Tomko. I don't blame him. Here we go. Look at it. Oh, the power of Tyson Tomko taking over. If I was Nick Jackson, I would have went for the tag here. And now I think it might be a little bit too late. That torture rack net breaker. Down goes Nick Jackson, but Matt Jackson is going to jump in here. Try to create an opening for his partner here. Again, and plus, since Rhino and Tomko have been doing this all matchup, yeah, why not? Try to make a headway for your partner to get back to his feet here. But look at this. Look at Matt Jackson. The Abrams Falcon Arrow. Wait a minute, Rhino is in the ring measuring Nick Jackson, and the gore. The gore to Nick Jackson. And talk about a move, like I said, that's going to be a dangerous asset for the Royal Coalition in this matchup. Oh, man. Wait a minute now. Tomko trying to go for the cover off of that. I don't blame him. Matt Jackson was able to get in there. Rhino not playing defense like he should have in that case. And Matt Jackson, for him trying to help him, might backfire. He's in trouble. Wait a second. Look at this. Excellent counter from Matt Jackson. Beautiful work. And now again it allowed Nick Jackson enough time to get back to his feet here. To the outside goes Tyson Tomko. Here we go. Matt Jackson looking to take flight, and he does. Beautiful work. And now that leaves Nick at the top rope with a swanton bomb. The Young Bucks are now starting to turn the match up in their favor. Can they keep it that way here? Nick Jackson with the gut buster on the floor. And now we're going to see where this goes from here. What is the next move of the Young Bucks? Right now, Nick Jackson is going to get back into the ring in style with the springboard frog splash. I was about to say 450, but Christian causing the distraction. Once again, of course, not really once again. That was the first time Christian got involved in this matchup, to be fair to him. To be absolutely fair to him. I can't believe I'm saying that part. And of course, that distraction, I knew that Christian was going to play a role. Allowed for Rhino to get a cheap shot in and tried to go for the gore to Nick Jackson for the second time. Nick was ready. Countered with the DDT. And now finally, I think we're about to see Matt Jackson get in this one here. Yes, he does. Tag is made. And here we go. Now he got Rhino in trouble. More bang for your buck. 450 from Nick. And we know what this leads to. The moonsault from Matt Jackson. Beautiful work. Christian looking out perplexed at this point because he realizing his boys are in trouble. 450 again. 450 by Matt Jackson right there. Beautiful work. Rhino now is in a world of trouble. Here we go. So close right there. But the Young Bucks, they're definitely in a better spot now than they were at the start of this matchup. Especially given the damage that was done to Nick Jackson. And now let's see if Matt can turn it around here. Off the rope goes Rhino. Oh, drop kick right to the side of the head. Beautiful work. Beautiful work. And Christian again playing a part in this matchup. And Rhino going to take advantage. And I think that's the difficult thing to deal with. You already got these two big men in Tomko and Rhino. And then you got Christian, running distraction, being, I'm going to keep it PG about what he's being, but, whatever. And so how the world the Young Bucks going to combat that? I mean, I guess you got to combat it like that. You got to continue to stay on offense as much as possible. And Christian again throwing in the steel chair. I don't know how well that's going to serve right now at least. Because Matt Jackson looking to take flight on Tyson Tomko again. The wrecking ball drop kick. And wait a minute, Rhino out of nowhere. Going Matt Jackson. They're going to Matt Jackson on the floor. And again, talk about an equalizer. Talk about a tide turner. Oh, and down goes Nick Jackson. Down goes Nick Jackson. Tomko needs to make it back to his feet here. This is the perfect opportunity for a pin, but somehow, someway, Matt Jackson is able to get to a knee. And wait a minute. Oh, wait. Well, we saw him hit Nick Jackson with it earlier. Matt Jackson going to get it to that torture rack net breaker. Down goes Matt Jackson. Straight into a cover here. This match is over for the Young Buck. Wait a minute. No, it is not. The Young Buck or Matt Jackson. The Young Buck stays alive because Matt Jackson was able to kick out. Man. I mean, showing the heart that these two men have to stay in this one. And Rhino is now perplexed at this point. He's about to probably try to destroy Matt Jackson once and for all here. Here we go. The spine buster from Rhino. Impact Zone is on their feet for this one. Rhino's celebrating, but he may have celebrated. Nope. He was able to catch himself. Nick Jackson was still alive. Nick Jackson was still moving. Wait a minute. He's trying to go for something there. He was unfortunately able to miss that. And Rhino now going to stay on top of him. Excellent headbutt. Down goes Matt Jackson. They pick him up, and it seems that Tomko's winded. And Rhino's going to have to kind of fight this one by himself here. At least for the time being. The Tomko's good to go. They're going to make the tag. They're going to continue to wear down the Young Buck. And given the toughness of the cap, I kind of don't blame him. Excellent back elbow there. And wait a minute, Tomko taking a moment to celebrate, but here comes Nick Jackson back in the matchup here. Excellent drop kick from Nick off the rope. Clothesline, down goes Tyson Tomko. Got to go for a drop kick again. Tomko was ready for that one. Uppercut from Nick Jackson. Gonna run into a brick wall there, but he's gonna follow up, wrenching the arm of Tyson Tomko. Stunner. Wheelbarrow stunner from Nick Jackson. Nick Jackson looking to get a little bit of retribution from how this matchup started. And we're going to see how he does. We're going to see if he can potentially bring it home for the Young Bucks here. Here we go. Look at this. Excellent work. Nice arm drag. Beautiful arm drag from Nick Jackson. Matt Jackson still out on the floor. What else can Nick do? Hurricane Rana. Okay, that's something that can work. That can work. And now he's going up top. But you can tell he's winded. You can tell he's gassed. You can tell he's a bit labored here. And Rhino now is trying to get involved. Put a stop to the Young Bucks here. Crowd here loving this action. Rhino was able to put a stop to Nick Jackson here. And look at this. Look at that. The super to Nick Jackson. But Matt Jackson with the elbow drop, catching Rhino right in the back. He gets Tomko up. Drop kick to Tomko. Referee down. Matt Jackson gonna pull one through for his team here. Here we go. Moonsault to Tyson Tomko. Moonsault to Tyson Tomko. And now we're kind of back at square one. Nick Jackson able to make it back up to his feet. They can bring this one home right here. Matt Jackson doing a great job, allowing some leeway for his partner. And I think, here we go. This is done, baby. Nelson Driver. Oh, they got him. They got him. That's done, baby. That's done. The Young Bucks pick up the win, and Rhino gets a cheap shot for his effort. Excellent work from the Young Bucks. And I noticed they didn't really bring a super kick party to them. But they didn't really need to do that to beat the team of Tomko and Rhino. And Nick Jackson was struggling throughout the first portion of this matchup, and it didn't help. He did get gored over there by Rhino. We just saw in the replay, but Matt Jackson really kind of being the MVP, really kind of served as a glue to put the team together. But to underestimate what Rhino and Tomko were able to pull off here in this matchup will be an understatement as well. And I thought right here, this would have been it. This was after he took the gore, but Matt Jackson was able to stay alive. Young Bucks as a whole able to stay alive. And what is next for these two? Are they going to get their tag team championship opportunity that they have been asking for? Wow, Young Bucks looking real good in the first match on the return to TNA. Excellent work, guys. And there's Mitchell congratulating the Young Bucks here. What's your solution, Mitchell? I mean, he clearly just said that no one's worthy to face him in Abyss, but others will. What are the men talking about? Well, Mitchell putting the TNA locker room on notice. He says no one is worthy to face his monsters, but if they do the Father's will, then they'll be worthy to face them. We're going to definitely stay up to date on that. But ladies and gentlemen, speaking of up to date, here's the rest of the card. We have the best of the X round 2 as Pac will face up Pete Dunne after the attack we saw on Pete Dunne earlier. How healthy is Pete Dunne going into this matchup? And then in a grunt match, Samoa Joe takes on John Cena at Against All Odds. Samoa Joe defeated, came to the open challenge of Bobby Lashley victorious, but Cena had some work to say and got involved being the corner man of Bobby Lashley during that matchup. And then our brand new knockout champion, Candice LeRae, will take on IO Shari. Candice LeRae is looking to make her name known as the TNA knockout champion, and her first task is to take on the Genius of the Sky, IO Shari. We're going to see how it goes for our new knockout champion. And then AJ Styles is in action tonight. We don't know against who, but given that AJ Styles is set for Destination X against Christopher Daniels, AJ Styles better be on top of his game, because you know good and well Christopher Daniels is going to be watching. But the Phenomenal One is in action. And in our main event, TNA World Heavyweight Championship #1 contenders match, Monty Brown versus Kurt Angle. Winner faces Booker T for the TNA World Championship at Destination X. Kurt Angle was robbed, I'll say it again, robbed at Against All Odds. We're going to see how he does tonight against the Alpha Male. But as I mentioned, it is time for Best of the X Round 2, when Pac takes on Pete Dunne, and Pac has been a man who has been holding his own. He's been holding it down here as part of the Best of the X tournament, with Pac owning a victory over Low Key in the first round, which was a very, very back and forth contest. But to say that doesn't discredit the road that Pete Dunne had to travel. Not only dealing with OVE and everything, but he also defeated Noam Dar, which was a clinic of a wrestling matchup between those two. So safe to say the competition only gets tougher from here. And Pac now, I'm sure in the back of his mind, he doesn't really care what happened to Pete Dunne prior to this matchup. The only thing he's focused on is making it to the finals of this tournament and going on to become the X Division champion. Would that be AJ Styles or Christopher Daniels? Well, that answer is going to be determined at Destination X. And here comes the Bruiserweight. A man who you can argue without question is one of the toughest men in TNA. One of the toughest, one of the best technicians, you can say, in TNA as well. But also, with Pete Dunne, he has made enemies out of OVE simply by appearing in this tournament. And after his first round matchup, he was then attacked by members of Ohio versus Everything. Because apparently it seems that OVE has one goal in mind, and that's to get Johnny Gargano to that X Division title. And by doing so, they're going to take out anybody in the tournament. And by the way, congratulations to Johnny Gargano for his advance into the second round by defeating Ricochet solo and against all odds, but I digress. Johnny did have help in the first round, though, was against Leo Rush with OVE at ringside. I digress. I'm probably going to continue forward. We'll deal with OVE at a later date. Hopefully they don't get involved in this matchup here, as it is Pac, Pete Dunne, round 2. Let's get it on and pop. Ooh. It's been kicked to the midsection, and like I said before, I'm sure Pac knows what happened to Pete Dunne earlier, and he's going to not make this an easy one for Pete Dunne. But then again, with Pete Dunne, you're not going to get any crying. You ain't going to get any complaining out of Pete Dunne because of what happened to him earlier. And look at this. Pac now snap suplex. Going to go straight for the cover immediately here. They kick it at 1. I'm surprised Pete Dunne was able to kick out at 1. I'm sure Pac isn't going to keep the attack rolling here. And Pac having the high flying moves such as the Black Arrow in his arsenal, and also having the Brutalizer. Pete Dunne's going to have to watch out. You're going to have to be real careful not to mess with Pac in this thing. And excellent springboard drop kick from Pac, and Pete Dunne is having a very hard time getting out of the gate here in this matchup. And a kick to the knees. And here we go. Look at that, the running powerbomb. Sit-out powerbomb, I should say. Down goes Pete Dunne to kick out at 2 that time. On the part of the Bruiserweight. Look at, Pac from Newcastle. Here we go. He got something in mind for Pete Dunne here. Off the rope. We're trying to go for 4. Excellent counter from Pete Dunne. Double underhook. Pac is able to land on his feet here. Talk about studying. Pac is on one. Northern Light suplex. 2. I almost got a 3 count there. I think safe to say Pac has been studying Pete Dunne. He has been waiting for this matchup. And it's clear, at least in the opening outset, Pac doing the dang on thing. That's not to underestimate Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne ain't no slouch, man. That much I can promise you. German suplex on the back of the head of Pac here. Now let's see what he can do. Now let's see what Pete Dunne's strategy is. I mean, he knows he got attacked earlier. He knows he's not going to be at 100% thanks to the attack from Cassius Ohno earlier tonight. So how is this matchup going to go? Oh, wow, excellent German suplex. Catching Pac off the rebound and a kick out at 2. I was wondering how Pete Dunne's strategy is going to be. How is he going to wrestle this thing any differently? But I guess not. He's going to wrestle it how he normally wrestles it. He's not going to let that attack from Cassius-Ohno phase him. He's not going to let that attack from Cassius-Ohno worry him. He's going to bring it to Pac just like he will bring it to anybody else. Now, I did notice Pac, though, is more quick to try to end this thing than Pete Dunne is. Maybe a change of strategy. Or maybe that was Pac mindset already going in. But regardless, we're going to see who has the quicker mind. And right now we see as the quicker feet on the part of Pac. And he super kicked the mess out of Pete Dunne coming off those ropes there. Pac got Pete Dunne. Oh! Used the top rope as a weapon. Very underhanded. Pac going to the top rope. He could be thinking Black Arrow. No, he was thinking shooting star press. But Pete Dunne, being smart, got the knees up. He knows that Pac is not afraid to go high risk, and here we go. Pete Dunne got a Kimura lock locked in. And if Pac isn't careful, that's a great way to get your arm broken in this case. But Pac was able to get out of that one. And look at it, going to try to roll up Pete Dunne here inside cradle. Inside cradle, this might be a wrap. For Pac, or for Pete Dunne, I should say. Pac almost advanced to the quarterfinal. That would be. Ooh. And if he wins this matchup, he will be facing Johnny Gargano in the quarterfinal matchup. And right now, Pac is on a roll. Up to the middle rope now. Let's see what he got in mind. Drop kick. Oh, no. He was trying to go for a drop kick. Pete Dunne was able to stop them out of the way. And the single leg Boston Crab is locked in. Pac is in a world of trouble, and I think that may be a sign of Pete Dunne that he's going to have to resort to for the remainder of this matchup. Switch to more of your technical side. See if you can get a quick submission on Pac. But then again, Pac is a tough cat, man. And by that same virtue, Pac got the brutalizer in his arsenal, so he can go that route too. That's what I like about Pac. He's so well-rounded. He can take it to the air. He can get on the ground and get technical with you. And Pete Dunne definitely is a more technical style, pays off for him. And he's firmly in control, and not only has it paid off for him here in this matchup, but it has gotten him here to this tournament against Noam Dar. So let's see how he does. Oh, man. Let's see how he does going forward. Stomping out the leg. And I hope Pete Dunne's mindset isn't firmly focused on what happened to him earlier. And I know sometimes you can, wrestlers can get in these matches and get complete tunnel vision. As far as who instead of focusing, instead of focusing on who they're facing, they're focused on somebody else. And if you're Pete Dunne, you might want to focus on Pac, and he catches Pete Dunne with a beautiful suicide dive, and now Pac is going to the top rope here. All right, Pac, here we go. Oh, trying to go for the drop kick again. Pete Dunne saw it coming, steps out of the way. I think with Pac, you might want to try to mix it up. I think he realizes that drop kick is going to always be there for Pac. So why not take that move out of his arsenal? Pac is in a very dangerous spot here. Look at this. Look at this, the back suplex off the top rope. Landing down. Pac here and now. Here we go. X-Plex. Yes, he got him. Go for the cover up of that one. I don't blame him. So close right there. I'm looking almost a little bit distraught, but he can't get too frustrated. And he realizes not going to stay on target here. Go for the bitter end. And Pac is able to counter with the forearm to the back. Reverse water. On the back of the head goes Pete Dunne off of that one. Pac is going up top again. He missed the drop kick. Is he thinking Black Arrow? Yes, he is. He was thinking Black Arrow that time. Pete Dunne got the knees up. And now, this is not good. Sit out, tombstone pile driver. Right on the top of his head. That might be a wrap for Pac in this tournament, and no, it is not. Pete Dunne staying alive, or Pac staying alive. Pete Dunne trying to make sure that Pac doesn't advance here. Both of these guys, you can argue, are the favorites in this tournament. who's going to be eliminated. X-Plex from Pete Dunne. And now he counted again. Pac saw the bitter incoming. Not going to allow it to happen, and I feel it's going to come down to one big move for either of these two gentlemen. Pac sending Pete Dunne out to the floor. Out here in the impact zone on their feet for this one. Pac taking flight. Pete Dunne catching them into a tombstone on the floor. What awareness from Pete Dunne. Able to catch Pac out of the air into a tombstone on the floor. Gonna go for a cover off of that one. I don't blame him in a 2.9. Wow. But if you're Pete Dunne, talk about a tide turn. And now we got to see how Pete Dunne follows up here. How Pac can follow up, I should say. Because Pete Dunne is following up tremendously. And that might be it. Pete Dunne realizing it too. This might be it for Pac here. Bitter in. Oh, no, Pac was able to catch him with a back elbow. What a second round matchup this is. Trying to go for like a... They're going to strike a thumb throw. Pete Dunne able to tell him to get that mess out of here. Well, Pac, don't get that mess out of here. Pac, the Poison Rana. And now, Black Arrow. You got to applaud the toughness of Pac to be able to stay in this matchup after that tombstone on the floor. And Pac for the second time with the Black Arrow. Back to back. And Pac wins. Pac advances. But what a matchup between these two men. I mean, even with the attack from Cassius Ohno, I said that Pete Dunne I noted during the matchup that Pete Dunne was going to bring it like he always did, and he brought a fight to Pac here, man. You can't help but to respect that one. Wow, that was great. Let's show what the Activision is all about, man. And it isn't about weight limit. It's about no limit. And these two pushed each other to the limit here tonight. And Pac advances. And I'm sure now that Pete Dunne's out of the tournament, he's got an odds-on now set his sight on Sami Callihan and the rest of OVE for that matter. It sucked to be done. The Pac wins, and here's the updated bracket. Like I said before, you can face Johnny Gargano in quarterfinal. The next week we will have the other two quarterfinal matches when Kyle takes on Tommy and Guevara takes on Sabin. But for now, we got to move on to a grudge matchup between Samoa Joe and John Cena, and this one got a good bit of history behind it. You see, this dates all the way back to Genesis. As Samoa Joe and Kurt Angle were going one-on-one to settle their differences, Cena decided to interject. This ended up leading to a triple threat matchup at Turning Point, in which Kurt Angle was victorious, pinning John Cena. And so ever since then, you had Kurt Angle, who cost Samoa Joe a chance to get in, who cost Samoa Joe the Battle Royal to become the #1 contender for the world title. Joe, in response, helped Cena get into the matchup to qualify for Feast or Fight. But that does not mean that these two are the best of friends. As John Cena came out during Against Our Lives and told Samoa Joe that he never beat him. He told Samoa Joe that he's not on his level. He told him that he was facing Bobby Lashley because he was scared of John Cena. And after Samoa Joe beat John Cena kind of ran and hightailed out of the arena. But here comes John Cena. Not only holder of the TNA Legend title, which will be on the line against Samoa Joe at Destination X, but also in his possession is the Feast or Fire briefcase. That briefcase allows Cena to challenge for whatever championship he sees fit, but to also fire anyone who was in that Feast or Fire matchup. And for those that don't remember who was in it, it was John Cena, Samoa Joe, Drew McIntyre, Shinsuke Nakamura, and the alpha male Monty Brown. So during this whole encounter here that Joe had been having with Cena, Cena kind of got the leverage here. That briefcase holds a ton of power. So if I'm any wrestler, and I'm there, we're seeing John flaunting around, running around with the briefcase because he knows this briefcase can turn somebody's career around at a heartbeat if he wants it to. I think Joe knows that, however, and he isn't going to let that shake him. He knows what that briefcase can do. Right now, he's looking to shut up John Cena. We're going to see if he can get it done. And right now, he's throwing hand at John. And John, so far, has not had any offense in this one. Oh, after the mid-second. Oh, right to the face. And speaking of the alpha male Monty Brown, as a reminder, once again, he will be in our main event. Or if you're just now joining us anyway, my alpha male Monty Brown will be in our main event against Kurt Angle in a #1 contenders match. The winner will go face Booker T at Destination X for the TNA World Heavyweight title. We'll see how that goes. And again, we'll talk more about that, the world title scene, as we get closer. And we also will be hearing from our TNA World Champion here tonight as well. And now if John Cena's hearing things, it's probably going to be real fuzzy because he's getting his head rattled and back against that ring post and a snap suplex on the floor by Samoa Joe. And I think if you're John Cena, briefcase or not, I don't care if you're feeling untouchable or not, John, you don't get involved in the business of the Samoa submission machine. I think Joe was well on content to go about his own day and do his own thing. And make his own path here, but here goes Cena. Letting his mouth do all this talking, and now he's ended up in a spot where not only that he has to face Joe tonight, but he also has to face him at Destination X. And with a 2 count on Cena already. Cena needs to get something going here, because this is not going to be a good look for Samoa or for John Cena as this matchup continues. Oh, puts him down. And now what's on the ball? Well, now what's on the plate is Samoa Joe. Here we go. Boston Crab is locked in. The Boston Crab is locked in. John Cena needs to do something to get out of this hole. It looks like he's going to crawl through the rope. And smart man, John, because that was desperately needed. Up to the chest there. Chop to the chest again. Samoa Joe is not letting up. Not letting up the offense in the slightest. He's just manhandling Cena here. We're trying to go for that drop kick again. And Cena was able to catch him with a boot to the rib. Again, the more I think about Cena, and the more I think about Cena with the briefcase, the more, alarming it is. I mean, Cena got the power to fire anybody who was in that matchup with him. That Feast or Fire. Oh, man. He has the power to fire anybody. And the fact that currently his target is Samoa Joe, I'm a bit scared. Right now, John Cena is trying to get some offense going. He got bulldozed by Samoa Joe and now getting tossed around, having that suplex now. Samoa Joe got Cena in a world of trouble. You're a Nagi now. And if Joe can lock in that Coquina clutch or get Cena set up for the Muscle Buster, this might be game, set, and match for John Cena. Here we go. Being able to catch him with the elbow. And the Bulldog now, and that may be the offense that John Cena needed to turn this matchup around. Great handed, look at that, the flat drop. High in the air goes Samoa Joe, and down goes Samoa Joe. And now Cena looking to end this one as soon as possible. John Cena doing all this extra crab just to deliver a fifth drop, a.k.a. the 5-knuckle shuffle. And now, John Cena going for the, looked like he was going for the FU there, but no, Samoa Joe countered with the DDT. The been in the ring with John Cena before in a triple threat matchup. The Dragon Suplex. Ready to recover. Man. Samoa Joe almost had him, and just imagine what this would do for the psyche of Samoa Joe if he's able to beat John Cena before he faces him for that TNA Legend title at Destination X. Eric Bischoff got sick and tired of Cena carrying around that title. So he says, okay, since you're going to carry it around so much, let's go ahead and acknowledge it. Look at that. Ooh. Oh, man, back elbow again right to the ear. You know, the old thinking about that coquina clutch. Cena with the chop block to the leg. Looking to do what he can to spin this matchup around. Back in his favor here. Cena now got Samoa Joe in a world of trouble. That's in the forearm there. Stiff jab. Going for a back suplex now. John Cena, say what you want. Yeah, he's cocky. He likes to run his mouth. He also likes to spit raps and stuff too. Say all that, do all that. And yet to be as good as Cena is, I can think of very few single losses that Cena has had since arriving here in TNA. And wait a minute, look at this. Oh man! Superplex off the top rope from Cena. Straight into a cover. Really trying to wear out Samoa Joe here. Oh! Kick out at 2.5. Almost had Samoa Joe beaten. Talk about the confidence of John Cena. I mean, to be the TNA Legend Champion and to hold a victory over your challenger going into Destination X. My boy, that's saying something. Oh! It dropped right there. And Samoa Joe is in trouble here on the outside. Every 10 count is on here. And oh, man, Cena bouncing Samoa Joe's head off the steel step. John Cena getting real aggressive here against Samoa Joe. Wait a second, they need to watch out. They're on the concrete. There's no padding right there. But I don't think John Cena cares. Oh, delayed vertical suplex. The back of Joe crashing onto that concrete floor. And Cena may have this one in the bag here. Good grief. 2. Oh, kick out at 2. Samoa Joe still in this one. Somehow, some way, but he's still in this one. This shows the dude's overall toughness. You don't want to underestimate that here. Back suplex again from Cena. Right out the back and the spine. You know good and well Cena's going to probably plot for that FU again at some point here in this matchup. But right now, he got Samoa Joe in a world of trouble. Close right out of the corner. Good grief. That's about taking his head off here. But the rope. Oh, man. Shoulder tackle. Down goes Samoa Joe. And compared to how this matchup started, this matchup is not going well in the slightest for Joe. And it doesn't help that he got caught with that massive suplex on the floor. Oh, look at this. That's taunting. Cena just so Cena getting a bit full of himself there. Now he's about to pay for it. Off in the corner he goes. Cena gives him the counter. Knees right to the back. Knee to the wrist from by Joe to Cena. Cena with a boot to the midsection. Drop kick though. Down goes Samoa Joe. I'm proud of Cena for being able to withstand that and get the upper edge into the whole thing too. Now Cena going to the top rope. What the world? Wait a minute. Oh, Samoa Joe now. Samoa Joe catching John Cena. Whatever John Cena had in mind, Samoa Joe not having it. Double underhook. Suplex from the top rope by Samoa Joe. I mean, talk about rattling the spine of John Cena. This may be it here, and no. John Cena able to kick out Samoa Joe, not letting up in the slightest. Going to continue the offense here. There we go, back suplex from Joe. Cena's in trouble. Cena is in massive trouble. We can't find a way out of this one. This might be a wrap. Oh, man. And a back elbow there. Chop to the chest. Cena may have barked up the wrong tree. Oh, no. Oh, what a Uranagi. What a Uranagi from Samoa Joe. And Joe. Oh, chop to the gut from Cena. Cena fighting back. What a confidence he's been. Just imagine what they're going to do with the TNA Legend title on the line at Destination X here. Well, that's one counter from Cena. Cena now throwing shots at Joe. Fine first. Here we go. Picks him up. Here we go. Wait a minute. He's thinking about the FU. He was thinking about it. He was thinking about it. Joe able to counter into the Uranagi. Cena thought about it for the second time. Joe was able to counter into the Uranagi. And now Samoa Joe got John Cena in a world of trouble. Here we go. The Muscle Buster to Cena. Muscle Buster to John Cena. Straight into a cover. And Samoa Joe, if he can do just that at Destination X, then we're going to have a brand new TNA Legends Champion. And I know that sounds cliche as cliche can be, but in this case, man, that's something. That could have shown something. And it seems that Samoa Joe got the playbook of Cena well scouted. And not only does he have him well scouted, he shows that he can absolutely dominate Cena as well. Because we saw during portions of his matchup where it really could have been over for John had he not had the resilience and the wherewithal that he had. But Samoa Joe gaining great momentum. Going into Destination X, and Cena might want to clutch on that championship real tight. Back, if I'm Cena, I'm probably wishing I didn't bring that championship to light. Because Cena, for trying to flaunt his own ego, got himself into some hot water here. And Joe, sharp, brother. Wow. What a win right there. For Samoa Joe. Wait a minute. Drew McIntyre. What the world? Drew McIntyre rushes in with the Claymore. And we haven't seen him. Oh, man. We haven't seen McIntyre in about a month. I mean, the last time we saw McIntyre was in a victory against Shinsuke Nakamura following Final Revolution. But what the world is McIntyre doing here? The second Claymore to Samoa Joe, and McIntyre maybe staking his own claim to that Legend title with either that or he just used Joe as the perfect target for an issue here. Wow. Drew McIntyre, like, they're just making a loud and clear statement that he isn't going down easy. He ain't going down looking stupid. And as we move on, okay, this is the music of Christian. I was about to say it's time for us to hear from the World Champion, but alas, here comes Christian. I don't know why, because Christian, for the second time, lost the matchup for the TNA World Championship because he lost at Final Resolution against Booker T one-on-one, and then he lost again and against Allah. So why is he out here? Then again, I know him and Booker are boys, so he's probably going to big him up and do all this extra crap. That probably was about to happen here. Whatever. But I will say this, Christian has done one thing. He has proven that he isn't a joke. He really has. I mean, Christian went from being, kind of viewed as a laughing stock from how he got beat down pretty badly by Sami Callihan to he ended up winning the Battle Royal. Controversially, might I add, but winning the Battle Royal to become the #1 contender at Final Revolution. He survived the steel cage match with Abyss. He lost that match, but he still survived that match with Abyss. He went into Fall Count Anywhere against Allah Final Resolution against John Moxley. Got the victory there, and then that same night had his match with Booker T and almost beat him. So to say Christian isn't tough is a lie. What the heck is he doing out here then? Well, you, Booker, and Kevin Nash will go off. Sure you did. Well, why are you asking for another one-on-one match, bro? Why? Oh, so he's going to be Booker T's hype man. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Christian is right and wrong about one thing. Yes, the TNA World Championship stays with the Royal Coalition. But no, it was not Booker T and Christian that did it. Thank you, Kevin Nash, for getting involved after Kurt Angle hit Christian with the Angle Slam. And you can argue was about to be well on his way to winning that TNA World title. And so the fact that Booker, Christian, and probably everybody else in that stupid coalition of theirs is happy about it, it bugs me. It bugs me to no end. But nonetheless, here comes the TNA World Champion, and y'all technically didn't eliminate Kurt Angle, because if he wins this main event tonight, well, that'll put Booker T in the crosshairs of Kurt Angle again. Or Monty Brown again, who the two of them actually own the victory over Booker T and Christian in a tag team matchup. Pretender? What is that dude on about? You gonna chat? Wait a second, dude. That's how that works. Oh, thank goodness Eric Bischoff. Yeah, you might not want to play that, man. Eric ain't about to play stupid. Oh, an 8-man tag? Okay, that sounds cool. That sounds good. That sounds real good. Wow. Okay. Christian don't get a night off. And he's in a match right now. Oh, here we go. Well, let's see how Christian does. So we find out that Christian's going to be in a match, right? Well, oh no. Oh man. Here comes Shinsuke Nakamura, baby. And Christian was not expecting this. Nor I don't think was even expecting him and the rest of his coalition members to be in an 8-man tag at Destination X. And it's going to be, so the Royal Coalition is either going to face Team Monty or Team Angle at Destination X. Or Team Brown, Team Alphabet, whatever Monty Brown will call this team. But right now, Christian got to worry about Shinsuke Nakamura, and I think it's crystal clear that Christian ain't ready for this because my boy ain't even in proper ring attire or nothing. And Eric Bischoff, just like myself, and well, probably just like, hopefully, the rest of y'all are sick of this man's antics. Now he's looking over there at, well, Booker or Christian tried to get a shot in. Oh, Shinsuke Nakamura, clearly, that didn't work. Needed a rim. Oh, a Ken shot the right to the jaw. Ken shot the right to the jaw. Referee is down, though. Got knocked down in the opening stages, and like I said, he right to the face. And Christian tried, but well, one more Kinshasa for the road, and man. And a Kinshasa once again. Down goes Christian. Into the cover goes Shinsuke. And I think that's lights out for Christian. There we go. Okay. So, Christian, now you need to go back to your Royal Coalition teammates and figure out what the heck you're going to do. Because you got a team with the other three, with the remaining three, in an 8-man tag against Destination X. And as of this moment, they do not know who they're going to face. Right now, we know Shinsuke Nakamura picked up the win over Christian. And you know good and well he's probably going to want to get his hands on Booker T again, too. Booker kind of cheated in his previous outing with Shinsuke Nakamura. But nonetheless, King of Strong Style came here and didn't waste time or money or anything. Just came out here and wiped out Christian. And Booker T is just frustrated. He's livid. But notice how Booker is doing all that talking from back there and is not getting out here and actually doing a dang on thing about how he feels. Notice that. Pointing it out there. Just want to throw that out there for anybody that noticed. Booker T didn't move a muscle to get out here. But ladies and gentlemen, we got to move on to some singles action. And it is time for the Genius of the Sky to take on our knockout champion. When it comes to our TNA knockouts here, Bischoff has kind of shown that more knockouts will be showing up here in TNA. In fact, TNA actually has an open door policy, so anybody can step on through. And IO Shari is going to take up that mantle for the knockouts here and take on our brand new TNA Knockout champion, Candice LeRae. And given, I'll say what we've seen over the past couple of weeks with Ruby Riott, for instance, getting involved in the business of Candice LeRae and Kairi Sane and whatever, I hope IO Shari hasn't made herself an inadvertent target of those three. IO Shari here, nonetheless, is a great competitor. Definitely someone who can take that knockout championship at any point in time if she wants to. So for Candice LeRae, this may just be a taste of the competition that you're going to have to deal with as a part of being a knockout champion, but I'm pretty sure Candice LeRae is well aware of that. He ain't stupid. Been around the block a couple times before. And here she comes. Candice LeRae defeating Kairi Sane at Against All Odds. Is now your new TNA Knockout champion, and you can argue the life of Candice LeRae is going great. She got rid, her and Kairi Sane have seemingly gotten rid of Tessa Blanchard and Awesome Kong. She now then goes on to have a very competitive matchup with one of her closest friends in Kairi Sane. And now she is the knockout champion, and now the landscape is wide open for Miss LeRae, and let's see what she does. Let's see how she rolls as the leader of the knockout division. And some first opponent for Candice LeRae. Matchup is underway. And ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, AJ Styles will be in singles action. And then we will have our main event of Kurt Angle versus Monty Brown. Winner will become the #1 contender for the World Championship. And as we just heard from Eric Bischoff, loser is going to face Christian and the rest of the Royal Coalition in a 8-man tag at Destination X. And I'm pretty sure that's not going to be on the mind of either of those two competitors. What will be on their mind is getting their hands on Booker T. What will be on their mind is getting the chance to wrestle for that TNA World title at Destination X. And look at Candice LeRae, excellent. Hurricane Rana right there, driving down Kairi Sane. Or driving down IO Shari, I should say. I'm thinking about Kairi Sane because I was kind of dating back to thinking about the match that Kairi had with Kairi Sane and Against All Odds, and how it took one strike. It was clear that Kairi Sane, or that Candice LeRae was able to outlast Kairi Sane in that one. Couldn't follow up off the back elbow, but wait a minute, IO Shari looking to follow up off the drop kick to the knee. And the Hurricane Rana off the top rope. IO Shari got it. Oh man, a double foot bump right across the midsection. IO rushing over for the cover here. Two count, so close right there. IO Shari almost had it, and imagine what that would do for the stock of IO. Coming in and beating the knockout champion. First night, first match in. Straight jacket, German suplex, down goes Candice LeRae. I think that's the thing about Candice LeRae I kind of noticed. I mean, whenever she gets involved in a match with someone that she never really competed against before, usually, I noticed Candice LeRae usually, like, I almost see the gear turn in her head as the matchup progresses. That makes sense. Some wrestlers, they go out here, they're like pros. They're like, all right, I know who I'm facing. I already know what to do. I already know what my game plan, how to execute it, what to do, have a backup plan, whatever. But for Candice, it seems like I see the gear turning in her head as she goes along, and right now she dumped IO Shari on the top of her head with that torpedo DDT on the floor. And wait a minute, look at this. The gore, oh man, gore special on the concrete part of the floor. You can't tell me that wasn't intentional on the part of Candice LeRae right there. And the top rope goes Candice. Gonna take to the skies herself. Excellent moonsault, but unfortunately missed her target. Ate the mat for her effort. And here we go. Oh man, what a face buster. Face buster by IO Shari. Double on face buster, putting her down, and again, so close to defeating the knockout champion. Forearm from IO Shari. Here we go. German suplex right on the back of her head. IO Shari now going back up top. She was successful for the first time. Let's see if she can do it for the second time. Here we go. Moonsault, no. Moonsault gets denied. Candice LeRae was able to get the knees up. Hurricane Rana though, down goes IO Shari. And now look at this, the lion salt from Candice LeRae. IO's in a world of trouble here. Oh, somehow she was able to kick out. That's kind of what I'm talking about. That brief moment, that brief pause, that brief hesitation of, okay, now how do we follow up? Which I'm not saying is a bad thing. It kind of shows that Candice LeRae thinking about her every move, thinking about what to do next and where to go and how to move and how to operate. I guess if you're in the ring with the wrong person, that's not going to be the best mindset to have. Right now, paying off tremendously, though. Excellent net breaker from Candice LeRae. IO Shari, look at it, pointing Rana again. He can use that pointing Rana very effectively in this matchup. Got the jeans to the sky, in trouble. Flatliner, beautiful. Beautiful flatliner from the middle rope from Candice LeRae. Right into a cover here and a kick out at 2. And LeRae getting a little bit frustrated with the referee's count there. Should be just remain focused and target that frustration where it counts. Because now for not doing that, she's about to pay for it. Single leg Boston Crab is locked in. Candice LeRae is in a world of trouble. And I think Candice LeRae might be fortunate in the fact that IO Shari hasn't done a ton of damage to that lower back, but still, being locked in a Boston Crab doesn't help cases with standing sea fire from Candice LeRae. Here we go. You may be thinking about that Candice escape. Is she going to lock it in? And yes, she does. Candice escape is locked in. Is IO Shari going to tap out here? IO Shari is struggling. She's doing what she can. She's trying to hang in there. And yes, she does. Able to fight out of that one. Beautiful work on the part of IO. Get to the midsection. Now, wait a minute. To the outside goes Candice LeRae. Out here in the impact zone, loving this. IO Shari taking flight. Beautiful suicide dive. Taking out Candice LeRae on the floor. These two women have been bringing it. Here we go. Moonsault to the outside from IO Shari. Beautiful work. Beautiful work right there. Let's throw Candice back in. Candice LeRae is in trouble. Her first few days of knockout champion may not go the best here. Trying to go for that foot up again. Candice was able to counter that time. And it saw it coming. And now she got IO Shari in a very precarious position. The same move that she used to beat Kairi Sane against the line. She's going to use it again. Swinging net breaker off the top rope. And now, spin her around. Candice's escape is locked in. And for the toughness of IO Shari, that's definitely a lethal combination of moves. And Candice LeRae picking up the victory. These two women brought their A game. What a contest we just saw here. Man. And I wonder what's going to be next on the plate of Candice LeRae. I mean, it could be a matchup down the road with IO Shari again. After what we saw here tonight, IO definitely showing why she was the genius of the sky. The beautiful moonsault there. But it was the missed double foot stomp into the swinging net breaker. And then the Candice escape that felt the downfall for IO Shari in this one. But what a matchup. What a win for Candice LeRae, baby. And here comes Kairi Sane. Coming out here to hopefully congratulate Candice LeRae, or maybe to wish her well. Maybe he wants a rematch. I will be up for seeing it. Anything of that sort. Oh, what the what? Yo, what? Kairi Sane just hit Candice LeRae with a spinning backflip out of the gate. Insane elbow. What the heck? I mean, we've seen the attitude of Kairi Sane kind of switch over the past few weeks. I mean, we've seen the more aggressive side of Kairi Sane taking out Tessa Blanchard, beating Maria Kanellis in quick fashion, and then just some of the underhanded stuff she said to Candice LeRae. Oh no. Kairi was about to leave, but now she got a steel chair in hand. Look at it. Oh, right over the top of the head. And now, wait a minute. Oh, no. Come on now. Come on now. We've heard Kairi mention Candice having to break her neck, and now Kairi's looking to do the same thing. Wait a minute. No, she changed her mind. Maybe Kairi Sane got a little bit of mercy in there somewhere, but maybe she doesn't. But either way, I think we have a new side of Kairi Sane. I think that'll explain a lot. I didn't think it's clear that Drew's going to be talking about an alliance going. Oh, ooh. John, you might not want to do that. Well, like I said, that Brute got a ton of power. Cena's right. And that hit discretion. You might want to do that. I want to say activate and chomp, but all right, John, go ahead. Talk yourself. It seemed that Drew and John Cena got a little bit of a business relationship going on, with Drew looking to get a legend title shot out of the deal. And ladies and gentlemen, right now we're about to hear from Chris Sabin of the Motor City Machine Gun. And apparently he got a lot on his mind, given everything that happened last week. I mean, I'm probably going to address the Best of the X tournament. I mean, he did advance by defeating Phoenix. This is an incredible contest between those two athletic competitors. Chris Sabin, of course, one half of the Motor City Machine Guns, but for him and Alex Shelley. And Chris Sabin, we don't really hear from him much here on TNA, so we're going to hear what's on his mind here. We're going to hear what's on his mind right now. I got some word. The rest of the Best of the X tournament participants. I got some word regarding the intention there. Maybe one of them just, I don't know, forget it. Let Chris Sabin speak his mind. He got it. And the match finished with a great one. I don't blame him. All right, that was actually the factor that led to Sabin getting the win. You there to see where Sabin's coming from. Hey, whoa, why? Sabin! I mean, yeah, bro, you said it yourself. This is a ballet, but you don't care what happened to Phoenix? Oh, well. Wait a second. So, wait a minute. So, Chris Sabin doesn't feel any remorse about what happened to Phoenix and plans on enacting the father rule that Mitchell was talking about earlier. So, I'm concerned about what's going to happen to Phoenix, and apparently Alex Shelley is going to face Phoenix one-on-one next week. The world has gotten into these people. Seriously. I'm trying to figure out what in the world has gotten into the TNA locker room. Yeah, Kyrie Sane snapping tonight. You have Chris Sabin saying he straight up didn't care what happened to Phoenix. Come on now. Here's the man who hopefully won't change in a negative way. Just saying. He just thought, and again, he just thought that would have been kind of true to himself here. And he's kind of made it crystal clear to Christopher Daniels that Against Our Lives that he was trying to figure out why Christopher Daniels has been so defensive around him. I mean, AJ Styles, anytime he tried to help Christopher Daniels has told him to back off. And in that final resolution, Christopher Daniels didn't reveal, I should say, to AJ Styles that, hey, he gets sick and tired of his career linked with AJ, and he wants to make his own name and be his own man. But here's the thing, Daniel, I don't think anybody was stopping you from doing that. AJ was just being there for you, trying to help you out. But AJ kind of came to a realization as well that Against Our Lives. He came to that realization that, well, who the heck is he facing first? Who? Waiting on somebody to come to that tunnel, dang on it. Oh, snap! Is that's TJP! But last time we saw TJP with that final resolution, facing Christopher Daniels for the... Actually, not even final resolution, I'm sorry. I believe, no. His final resolution facing Christopher Daniels for the X Division title. Came up short, and we haven't seen TJP since. And welcome back, TJP, but clearly not the TJP of old. Whole new look, whole new get up and everything. He got himself tatted up in two. I think TJP's about to be a different dude now. I mean, I remember when TNA first started, TJP was rocking. He was, you can argue, TJP was well set on his way to becoming the X Division champion. But unfortunately, he lost the Fatal 5-Way that crowned the championship, and then he lost the rematch. And then he lost his one-on-one shot that he had against Christopher Daniels. But TJP clearly took some time to step away, and now he's back here against AJ Styles. And by the way, I should point out, TJP actually owned the victory over AJ Styles. He went one-on-one several weeks back on an episode of TNA, and TJP picked up the victory. TJP knows what it's like to be in the ring with AJ Styles here. Kind of going back to the point I was making regarding AJ Styles and that X Division title. AJ Styles came to the realization that Against All Odds that well, first, not only he's at the same level that Christopher Daniels is, but he kind of got into the Christopher Daniels head mentally. He said the only reason that Christopher Daniels is having this attitude is because he's using that X Division title as a crutch, as a mental crutch to say that he's better than AJ. And AJ Styles is going to look to knock some sense into him at Destination X. But right now, which by the way, that match at Destination X will be a 2 out of 3 falls matchup. That's something to think about as well. But right now we got to focus on TJP, who was really hanging in there with AJ Styles during the opening the chain wrestling portion of this matchup. The final feeling out phase kind of wore off real quick between these two. Like I said, these two been in the ring before. And look at this. Look at TJP. Beautiful Hurricane Rana taking down AJ Styles. And I remember TJP. When he came in, he was real cocky, real arrogant, real flashy. And now it seems that he kind of mellowed all that stuff out. Now it seems that we're going to get a side of TJP who's a bit more direct. He's going to be a bit more in your face. He's still going to have that high-flying offense like he's going to show once again. But what he isn't about to do, hopefully, he'll be doing all the dabbing and stuff. Or at least going to minimize that to a level that's going to allow TJP to be the best TJP he can be. And here we go, springboard drop. Oh, he's trying to go for a springboard drop kick. AJ Styles able to step out of the way, and coming up next is our main event. Number 1 contenders matchup, Monty Brown versus Kurt Angle. The TNA World Championship winner goes on to face Booker T. Loser needs to find 3 partners, because you're going to be facing Christian, Rhino, Topco, and Kevin Nash. 8-man tag, Destination X. Destination X card looks shaping up to be a great one. And that so far shaping up to be a great one as well. And AJ Styles now going to work on the leg of TJP, sending TJP off into the corner. Here we go. Beautiful work, and now look at this. Look at the roll up here from TJP. He may have AJ Styles right where he wants them. So close. Super kick right to the jaw. Excellent work. German suplex. Now from TJP, trying to end this one quickly. Only a 2 count once again. From TJP to AJ Styles to kick to the side of the head. And TJP is going to continue to keep the offense going here. And look at it. A beautiful Hurricane Rana. And come to think about it, you kind of got to burn up TJP that he wasn't in this Best of the X tournament here. We got all the names you could have had in this tournament. TJP could have been that guy, and he wasn't. But TJP probably feels like he got a point to prove. Probably feels like, no, I'm going to prove that I'm one of the best X Division athletes around, one of the best X Division wrestlers around. And he's going to do that to try to beat AJ Styles here tonight. But AJ Styles able to kick back up on his feet, preventing TJP from doing any further offense. And the back suplex, sending TJP 5-1 right into the apron. Not a good look for TJP. And the pop-up cutter further exemplifies that, leaving TJP now in a world of trouble against the Phenomenal One, dropping him across the barricade now. Referee at the count of 4. This is just a bad sign for TJP. Oh, wait a second. TJP lands on his feet. TJP lands on his feet. Sending AJ on a goose chase, and then AJ ran straight into the forearm from TJP. Great awareness, great job baiting AJ Styles right into a trap here in the Poison Rana. Down goes AJ. AJ in massive trouble here. Look at this, the power bomb rolling through. TJP may have the victory in his return to TNA. And no, he only gets the 2 count. The contest has been between these two, and do you expect anything less? German suplex, nope. Oh! A vicious back elbow from TJP. And the knee strike right to the head, and I'm sure Christopher Daniels is watching this one for a variety of reasons. First, to scout an exhibition opponent, I mean, why wouldn't you do that as a champion? But second, to potentially scout this new TJP here, with a new side of TJP here, I should say. And look at this, trying to stretch out AJ. This is not a good look here. Oh, almost had him in a pinning position. TJP well aware of that. Ooh, able to get out of it, but run right into a drop kick for his effort. And now AJ Styles needs to turn the one around here, but it's getting difficult. AJ landing on his knee, spins him back around, and look at this. Chicken wing gut buster. TJP got AJ Styles in a world of trouble. He's lining up AJ. TJP clutch. We've seen him garner success, a lot of success, but AJ quick on the draw, able to get out of that one. Wait a minute, TJP rushes in, calf crusher, but TJP close to the rope. And now let's see what AJ Styles is going to do next here. He knows he got TJP in a world of trouble. Let's see how he can capitalize. Phenomenal forearm, he misses it. Here we're going for the phenomenal forearm. That backfires. And TJ Perkins is going to continue to take control. Like I said before, TJP does own a victory over AJ Styles. You two only have one other encounter. And as great as that last one was, this one is living up to it as well. TJP with a back suplex off the top rope, out to the apron. Goes TJP. Springboard dropkick. Finally connects the move that AJ has countered like a charm throughout this matchup. Finally connects, and now TJP gonna follow suit. Diving all the way to the outside, and the dab returns. And I was actually kind of happy to see TJP back, and then he did that. But like I said, he's at least limited down. He's now going to remain as focused, as headstrong as he is on beating AJ Styles. Now TJP going to the top rope. Here we go. Look at that. Excellent moonsault. Beautiful moonsault from TJP. Maybe trying to get a win off of that one. And no, only get the 2 count. And a half count, you can say. On AJ Styles. Pops him up. Got him over the head. Got him overhead. Detonation kick to the side of the head. That might be a knockout shot there. TJP may have this one well in the bag. 2. Oh, that was close. That was super close. 2.9, and he almost had that one. TJP not going to let up, though. He's going to continue the offense. Oh. A little bit something there. Excellent counter. TJP countering with a counter of his own. Off the rope goes AJ. Drop kick. Now AJ's hurt. You can tell. AJ's hurt. The effect of this matchup is really wearing on him. Referee checking on him. Everything's all good. I'm really loving this one. Excited for the return of TJP. And of course, who isn't happy to see the phenomenal one, AJ Styles? Wait a second, I'm sure TJP would have been happy had he caught him with the axe handle, but got caught with an elbow, and the Oshigoroshi connects to the back of the neck. Here we go. AJ, phenomenal forearm. No! He was going for it. Gets caught. Forearm. TJP sending AJ over to the corner. Here we go. What's on his mind? Look at this. Wait a second, AJ. AJ was able to counter into the Styles Clash. PJP looked like he was going for a Hurricane Rana. AJ caught him into the Styles Clash. Gets the phenomenal forearm. Great awareness from AJ Styles. Great head think, great IQ from AJ Styles to pick up the win right there. He realized that TJP was going to go for one more piece of offense. And that one more piece of offense would have led to a victory potentially for TJP. But the counter out of that, into the Styles Clash, into the phenomenal forearm, showed right then and there why AJ Styles is one of the best wrestlers in TNA and is going to be a massive, massive threat to Christopher Daniels and his X Division title. What a return for... Oh, there's Christopher Daniels right there. There's Christopher Daniels watching his challenger right there. Destination X, that's going to be all you, bro. I hope you're ready for it. And I'm sure AJ Styles is. And after a win like that, and in beautiful fashion too, I don't blame him. Wow. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if we can, let's take a moment and let's fast forward to TNA Destination X. I mean, we just saw AJ Styles pick up a massive victory leading into that event. And at Destination X, I mentioned before, it will be AJ Styles versus Christopher Daniels. 2 out of 3 falls. AJ already gaining a good head of momentum going into Destination X. How can Christopher Daniels respond? Can he respond? And can he retain the X Division title against a man who he is claimed to have never needed? And then after what we saw tonight between Samoa Joe and John Cena, Cena might want to clutch that title tightly. If he doesn't, Samoa Joe going to take it. But with the new alliance with Drew McIntyre, though, what does that mean for this matchup here at Destination X? And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to answer the World Championship matchup for Destination X, because coming up next, it is the main event. Monty Brown, Kurt Angle, #1 contenders match. Winner will go on to face Booker T for the TNA World Heavyweight title. Kurt Angle going to be looking to get some revenge. Monty Brown going to be looking to win the title, period. As the Olympic gold medalist makes his way down to the ring, the amount of anger that Kurt is feeling is probably unfathomable at this point. Talk about having the TNA World Championship right in your possession, only for Kevin Nash to get involved. And I think what makes it doubly frustrating for Kurt Angle is that after hearing the world of Christian tonight, it seemed that Christian only really cared about keeping the championship in the corner of the Royal Coalition. So Angle can probably feel in some way that triple threat match really didn't help his case when it comes to getting a shot at that world title. And I'm sure Angle's going to do whatever he can tonight to get a one-on-one matchup against the Alpha Male, or against the world champion, Booker T. And here comes the Alpha Male, Monty Brown, and usually the Impact Zone is on their feet for the Alpha Male, but I guess given the events that took place at Against All Odds, it seems that the Impact Zone here tonight is really pulling for the Olympic gold medalist to win this matchup, and to not only win this matchup, but to take that world title from Booker T. And admittedly, I can't blame Orlando for that. They saw it like I saw it. They saw it like all of you saw it. Kevin Nash came out, robbed Kurt Angle of the world title. And unfortunately, Monty Brown's going to be the enemy in this case. Now, Monty Brown's going to be the bad guy here, because this crowd, anyways, he's getting in the way of what should be Kurt Angle at this moment. But nonetheless, we're here. Our TNA main event. Monty Brown versus Kurt Angle for the TNA World Championship, and I would like to just say thank you. Thank you all for your patience. I'm going to break the character a bit, but thank you all for your patience when it comes to the return to TNA, and I hope that this TNA return here has been great, has satisfied the crave that you all have been wanting when it comes to TNA. And of course, if you're locked up to this point and you feel so inclined still, like, comment, subscribe, and click the bell icon, that way you don't miss another upload. And given the matches that we have signed for next week with Samoa Joe versus Sami Callihan, Alex Shelley versus Ray Phoenix, the two we are going to kind of begin to ramp up the Best of the X tournament with Kyle O'Reilly versus the Tommy, and the other second round matchup. Second round going to be completed after next week and all that. Just stick around, man. And it's back, and we're back with a vengeance, baby. Look at this, Monty Brown. The electric chair dropping down Kurt Angle, and so far, Kurt Angle has been on the back foot in this matchup. Oh, man. What a toss there from the alpha male, and I think Kurt Angle picked wisely to pick Monty Brown as an opponent, or as a partner, I should say. And he was teaming when he needed to find one to face the team of Kurt Angle and Christian and Booker T. I'm sorry. But now I think we're beginning to see the negative side of that. If you're Kurt Angle, beginning to see the negative side of that, of what it's like having him as an opponent. So far, they can't be feeling good for the Olympic gold medalist. And now look at this, Monty Brown with the takedown, and now the abdominal stretch. Wearing out Kurt Angle. Look at it. They're stretching him out, and you know he probably, that was Thor and stuff from his matchup out against All Odds, and you know that Angle's probably not going to be thinking fully. They were only really going to be thinking about getting his hand on that TNA World Championship to the point where he might make a mistake, and I think he made a massive mistake there by letting Monty Brown get all that space. Uh-oh. And now Monty's about to make Kurt pay for that. Oh, man. Delayed vertical suplex. Down goes Kurt Angle. Straight into a cover and a kick out at 2. By Kurt Angle here. And Monty Brown has made a statement himself. Debuting at Genesis, attacking the TNA World Champion at the time in Dean Ambrose. Wait a minute. Oh! The belly, or John Moxley known at the time, Dean Ambrose, you get my point. But Kurt Angle looking to now make a statement in this matchup that he's gonna challenge Booker T, and he catching Monty off the rope with that belly to belly. That catching Monty off guard. That's the type of stuff you need to be aware of being in the ring with someone the like of a Kurt Angle here. Ooh, into the midsection. Right hand by Kurt Angle. Now Kurt Angle stomping the leg of Monty Brown. And now, stomp the leg, goes right into that buckle bomb, and there we go. Kurt Angle had been using the corner very effectively. He go for that stomp to the leg. He go for that buckle bomb because, of course, we all know his key maneuver. The angle slam and the ankle lock, and, of course, the vicious German suplex and the DDT might do it, but he only gets the 2 count. And then now the matchup started. Props to Kurt Angle for getting back into this one. And look at this, the rolling knee bar. Knee bar to Monty Brown. Monty Brown is in massive trouble here. Monty Brown will need to figure out a way to get out of this one. And he does with a boot to the face. But as the matchup wears on, you can imagine the wear and tear on the leg. And definitely not going to help his cases. Great job landing on his feet. Look, oh, man. Kurt Angle tried to run off the rope to get some continued offense. Oh, but he gets shoulder tackled. And Monty Brown off the exploder suplex. And now beginning to feel this matchup as well. And look at it, just tossing Kurt Angle. Yeah, crowd and Impact almost went on a hushed tone. They're kind of baiting on every move here. Waiting on every hold, waiting to see what these two competitors are going to do next here. Monty Brown now dragging Kurt Angle. You know, Monty Brown. And the strength and power of Monty Brown, you can argue that's going to be a major factor. And if Kurt Angle can figure out a way to get out of that situation, to avoid the power as much as possible of Monty Brown. And look, oh man, he might be on to something, but at this rate, Monty might be going to Destination X here. Look at this. Oh, Monty Brown tossing Kurt Angle across the ring. And now the Cobra Clutch. Backbreaker is going to toss him again. Straight into a cover here. Monty Brown is wearing down, and completely dismantling Kurt Angle right here. There are very few men in TNA who, as of this rate, have beaten Kurt Angle by pinfall or submission. Will Monty be the first? That is the question. In fact, no one has beaten Monty. In fact, no one has beaten Kurt Angle up to this point by pinfall or submission. And I don't think Monty is going to be the first, especially at the rate that Kurt Angle is going back to work on that leg. He can set up for that ankle lock, and if he does, it's a wrap. Camel Clutch is locked in. Monty Brown is in trouble. Monty can either crawl or maybe another thing. He can use the second thing, use the power to get out of it. But wait a minute, arm bar from Monty Brown now. Monty Brown getting a little bit technical. He's trying to maybe take out some of the strength of Kurt Angle. But Kurt Angle able to get out of it. And the clothesline sending the alpha male out to the floor. And here we go. And Kurt Angle kicking Monty Brown off. Oh, kicking him back there. Using that to get some space. Monty Brown backed up, but he wasn't waiting. He wasn't enjoying what came next with that clothesline. Now Kurt Angle, he's trying to go for a shoulder tackle in the corner, getting that mess out of here. Rhino, Monty Brown leading the face and then right back to the arm. I'm saying Rhino, I'm thinking about the Royal Coalition, and they know good and well they're probably watching this matchup and probably dreading whoever the heck they got to face in that 8-man tag. I digress. And look at it. The armbar didn't work. But look at this rear naked choke locked in from Kurt Angle. And Monty makes it to the rope very quickly there. Monty Brown was in the rope there, so it works out for him. That's the best ring positioning from Kurt Angle. You ain't gonna hear Kurt Angle cry, ooh. And locking up center of the ring, Kurt Angle was able to push him back, and Monty Brown, excellent counter from the alpha male. And Monty Brown, he hasn't beaten any slouches either. Like I said, he's the reason you can argue that Kurt Angle and him got the win in that tag team match against Booker and Christian. And on top of that, Monty Brown does own a victory over Bobby Lashley, and technically would have won the victory over John Moxley, who was the world champion at the time. If it wasn't for a distraction from Lashley. Monty Brown said today he's been in the ring with some of the best here in TNA. Look at this. And it's his hard work, it's his dedication, and the fact that he's such a freaking beast in his ring that has earned him this #1 contendership opportunity. Look at it. Oh! What a Sheesh. That's a tossing angle. There are very few men who I've seen tossing around Kurt Angle like cordwood, and Monty Brown doing just that up to the middle rope now. Shoulder tackle taking down Kurt Angle. This might be over. This might be good and dusted for Kurt Angle, who somehow kicked out at 2. The Warriors have been bringing it. Here we go. Reverse choke slam again from Monty Brown. Monty Brown is feeling it. Monty Brown is feeling it now, going back to the submission route. Kurt Angle is in trouble. Can he get out of it? Or is he going to tap out? Looks like he ain't about to do that. He may make it to the ropes here. And if he does, referee's going to call a break on that. And now picking Kurt Angle back up. Over to the corner. Oh! Splash! A splash into the corner in the midsection. The chest in the midsection of Kurt Angle is definitely feeling it, but definitely good job on the part of Angle. Catching the leg with the dragon screw. Off the ropes he goes. Oh. Ran into a brick wall. But Kurt Angle not going to let that stop him. You know Monty's big. You know Monty got the strength advantage over him, you can say. If they say Kurt Angle going to back down, it's going to be a different story. Wait a minute, Monty Brown, pop-up power slam. Down goes Kurt Angle. Straight into a cover again. Monty might be going to Destination X, and no, he is not. It's going to take a lot to put down someone the light of Kurt Angle. It's going to take a lot to take Kurt Angle off of his mission of becoming the TNA World Champion. He's had setbacks on his road to doing so. But if he wins this matchup tonight, I believe that Booker T's title reign is going to come to a complete end. And again, I said that. Wait a minute, Angle slam! Angle slam from Kurt Angle! He might be going to Destination X, and no, he does not. Monty somehow able to kick out at 2. I was about to say, if he gets Booker one-on-one, I believe that TNA World Championship is going to be history. And Kurt Angle putting Monty Brown up on the top rope here. Goes right to the face. And here we go. Look at Kurt Angle superplex off the top rope. The Angle slam somehow didn't do it. But Angle's not going to let that stop him. He's lowering the strap. Things are about to get crazy here. Uh-oh. Ankle lock. Ankle lock is locked in. Ankle lock is locked in to the alpha male. Is Monty Brown going to tap out here? Or can he fight through the pain? Can he get out of this one? Monty's struggling. Monty is struggling. Kurt Angle got that vice grip in. Or he has it in. But Monty's able to fight out of it. He's hobbling. He's hobbling on that leg. You can see it. Clothesline in the back of the head. Wait a minute. Oh, stomping back on the leg. Stomping back on the leg. You might want to be careful. Oh, wait a minute. Angle will probably think about that ankle lock again. Monty able to counter. Boot right to the face. He got Angle in the corner. Here we go. Off the rope. And look at it. Oh! Angle dropped down. Leapfrog. He saw the pound coming. Fireman carry. Excellent fireman carry from Angle. Belly to belly. Headbutt from Monty Brown. Clothesline sending Angle to the outside. Excellent drop down from Angle, who saw that pounce coming. But Monty was still able to get the better of everything. These two men have been bringing it here since the opening bell. What a main event this has been. Oh, right to the ring post, and then the second power bomb driving him into the mat. And then the count of 6. Monty Brown got Kurt Angle in trouble. The pound didn't work. But Monty was still able to maintain offense. Off the rope goes Kurt Angle. Pop-up power slam again. Monty might have it. One more pound and this might be it. If a pound connects, this is going to be over. Kurt Angle busted open. Left it wide open. Oh, wait a minute. He's probably thinking about going for a pass. Excellent arm drag from Kurt Angle. The suplex out of Monty Brown. Kurt Angle needs to finish this. He needs to go for the kill and do it now. He got Monty in trouble. Here we go for the second time. The Angle slam. Angle slam for the second time. And oh, Monty kicked out again. Monty kicked out again. But Angle is getting frustrated. He's going to continue with offense though. To the top rope he goes. Moonsault from Kurt Angle. Yes, he got him. Right across the rib. Right across the midsection. And Kurt Angle stomping back at that ankle. No, he's just going to continue to wear it out. Okay, I thought he was going to go for another ankle lock. Hey, wait a minute, he probably was that time. Monty's able to counter. Boots him away. Off into the corner again. Kurt saw the first one. Kurt was able to dodge the first one. Can he dodge the second one? No, he cannot. He gets caught. Pow! Pow by Monty Brown to Kurt Angle. And Monty Brown gonna pick Angle back up. Gonna hit him with the pow for the second time. The pow twice from the Alpha Man. He's gonna pick him back up. For the third time, Monty Brown got Angle in the corner. Wait a minute, no. Oh, by first into the other one. Clothesline from the Alpha Male. Angle's trying to fight back, but he's done. He's dazed. He's confused. The Alpha Male is firing on all cylinders. And now, off into the ropes again. Pop-up power slam. Is it going to be done? Monty Brown is doing everything in his power to put down Kurt Angle. And now for the third time in this matchup, the pow connect. 3 pounces from the Alpha Male. And not only, this might be it. Yes, it is. Monty Brown advances to Destination X. And not only that, ladies and gentlemen, Monty Brown is the first man in TNA to own a pinfall victory over Kurt Angle. What a matchup between these two. And now, this means that Monty Brown gets to face Booker T for the TNA World Championship. And Kurt Angle got to find 3 partners to take on Christian, Rhino, Tomko, and Kevin Nash. At least it isn't all bad, but I'm sure Kurt Angle wants that TNA World title. But right now, that opportunity goes to the Alpha Male. So the question is, at Destination X, can Booker T survive the hunt? Can Booker T survive being on the Serengeti with the Alpha Male? Find out as we say good night from Orlando.